Hello, 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 YouTube, and all you people from foreign nations and in the United States and all that good stuff. Greetings, y'all. How you doing? I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to give you a lame introduction just because I can. That's why. Anyway, hope you guys have had a good week. If you know by the title, it's that time. Me and this guy over here. If you guys don't know who this guy is, he's not in the bearding game very much. He's a busy guy. He's a great family guy, a church-going guy. And yes, I watch my mouth when I'm around him. That is very, very unheard of.
He tries.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
This guy, I'm giving him full credibility.
Words, so
this guy here is 50% of the creations that you all see from Beer Times with Scott. I'm just going to give him full credibility. Last year's Christmas in July, right there. That guy come up with it.
We'll just say I'm the brains.
Yeah. This is my good friend Justin. This is JC Mar Reviews. Welcome and thank you for us breaking your cherry for your live debut.
That's an odd way of putting it, but hey.
That's my way of putting the slide on it. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever you're drinking just dripped all down the front of you.
Just water. The black cups are always water. I have this cup actually got smashed.
Oh.
Zoom out, Scott. We can barely see Pete. Okay. Well, let's see if I can make that happen. How's that?
There we have it.
Look at that.
Super duper. All right. So now we're going to go this direction, and then we're going to go this direction in the points. So,
okay.
If you don't know who this guy is, this guy here. He's on here tonight because we've dubbed him the master of pipe tobacco and tobacco uses in the bearding game. Welcome,
most definitely.
Oh,
damn Yankee Beer Company.
You know, if I'm going to be the master of something, I'm glad it's not something that sucks. I would hate to be the master of, like, I don't know, pineapple, or the master of, kiwi. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful.
Tonight,
hey, kiwi, that's different, man.
Yeah,
might be worth a shot.
There you go.
Tonight for celebration, we're having a Sam 76.
Ooh, nice.
Cheers, everybody! And I'm sure that Justin's having a
purified drinking water,
bottle of water of some sort.
Nice, nice.
So, before we get started, today is me and my wife's 5-year anniversary. So,
congratulations!
Watching.
Oh, nice.
I love you, my dear. Happy anniversary. So,
good people.
Yeah. I just still don't like you, and you smell. I'm sure you're watching downstairs. Anyway. So tonight, gentlemen, any ladies watching, we're here to release a product. Before we do that, I want to get, because he doesn't even know this is going on. Justin, you are a beard product reviewer. You've just been hidden in the game. You are being put on the spot. Flash review of Presidio. Floor is yours, my man.
Oh, man. Presidio. All right. I actually have a tester, and first off, Pete, props to the mountain your tester. That's number one, because there's enough in there for you to definitely get a real good idea of what the product you're getting. And I know I've had some different testers that come in. There's not enough in there for you to really know what you're getting hold of as far as the scent wise.
Right.
But this props on that, because there's more than enough for you to know whether you want this product or not.
Oh, good.
I said it in the live stream last when you released Presidio. But it took in my opinion, some fortitude to put that combination together. Because in the bottle, when Scott first brought it, I was like, that sage and pepper come out. I instantly thought of actually a sausage, because that's a lot of what you get in when you make sausage. I grew up doing that.
Yeah.
It kind of shocked me, and I was like, man, I don't know. He may have really went off the limb on this one. I don't know if see how this one works out. But man, when I put it in beard, and the vanilla and cedar kicked in, completely changed that entire scent profile. It went from being almost a food scent to probably one of the best wood scents I've ever smelled. And it literally reminded me of actually being in an actual log cabin, like one that was freshly built. I'm not talking about going on vacations to a log cabin, but one out in the mountains that a bunch of mountain men put together to go hunting. That's what it reminded me of. It was one of the most masculine wood scents that I've ever smelled. It was super impressive. Super impressive.
Thank you. You know, the funny thing is, I mean, from my perspective, it's one of the hardest things to do is find a vanilla that doesn't smell like a cupcake or, you know, overly sweet. And the vanilla that I use in Presidio, it's the same vanilla that I use in almost everything. It's the same vanilla that's in CTV. It's the same vanilla that's in, oh man, the only thing it's not in is flat white, which is my coffee scent. That's got a different one in it that's a little sweeter. But I love the vanilla. It's a little expensive, so I can't use a ton of it. But well, thank you very much. The credit really goes to Mrs. Yankee on Presidio and a couple of the newer ones. You know, I came to her at the end of the year, and we, you know, talk as married couples do occasionally, and
occasionally,
yeah,
occasionally, you know, and yeah, our internet went out one night, so we started talking, and I just telling her I was kind of burned out creatively at the end of last year, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing for spring or summer or any of that. And so she started looking just online as one does, and she kind of knows what I like and kind of what our happy place is in terms of, you know, scent making. And actually, that one was her idea. So
wow, that's super impressive.
She's I married well above my station. I don't know why she's with me. She could do way better, but I'm thankful that
I feel you on that one. I tell my wife, I'm like, look, if you ever leave me, I'm going with you. So
yeah, like if I ever see you on Match.com, I'll understand. But you know, no, in Presidio, it's you know, from a business perspective, it's not exactly setting the world on fire, but you know, it's one of those things that sometimes it takes a little time, right? You know, one of our biggest sellers is a scent called Pipe Bomb, and Pipe Bomb did abysmal business for the first 6 months, and somehow it caught on, and now it's our biggest seller. So
I'll tell you why, because I got my hands on it and it just exploded.
Scott elevated it to a whole other level.
Gary from Chesapeake sent it. He called me when you sent it to him, and he said, dude, you got to get this. And he was like, you got to get it. And
yeah,
finally I got it, and I said, holy crap. I was like, damn, I was hooked.
So, you know, I like Presidio a lot. It hasn't done a whole lot yet, but then again, it's only been out for, I don't know, like 3 weeks.
Yep.
So there's still a long way to go, but
well, hopefully we can get it kicked off a little bit tonight, because in the bottle, it doesn't really come off as attractive, but man, once you get it out and get it open, it's one of the best and unique wood scents that I've come across thus far.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, I remember Scott saying, I think it was last July, he was saying, hey, you know, he was telling beard companies basically, show me something. And no doubt, without a doubt, Pete has went out and showed everybody something. He set the standard high for 21 with Presidio and Pipe Dream. I mean, these two are unique, but they're next level unique.
This ain't no average market mediocre shit that we're putting out here, people.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I appreciate that level of snark, though. I do.
Sorry, I'm a snarky person.
That's okay. That's probably one of the reasons we get along. But
just throwing shots out there. Mrs. Yankee will appreciate that. She knows I love her.
She will. She will.
But anyhow, guys. So, what is your official rating of this, Mr. Marpole?
Presidio?
Yeah.
Man, I got to go A+. I don't know what I mean. I'm a little particular about my woodsy scents, because when I put a oil in, I'm always thinking about what's the people around me think of it, because that's just the bottom line. When I wear something that's got a scent to it that's aromatic, people around you is going to smell it too. So I always think about how's this going to work if I'm around my wife, my kids, out in public. So most wood scents are very, I think they're usually made for personal preference. This one, I think, works out where it will work not just for personal preference if you like wood scents, but it is very aromatic to those around you, because that when that cedar and vanilla kicked in, how that mixes with that sage and pepper is, I would have never thought of that. I really didn't think there's two. I didn't think it would mix at all, because out of the bottle, it didn't smell. You don't catch it, but man, when it opens up, it mixes so well. It's a super aromatic, just it's a very masculine scent, but it's not overpowering to kind of push people away from you, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's, what's up there, Mr. Fahrenstock? It is for those of us who work around a lot of other people, like if you work in an office or something like that, you've got to be sensitive to the people around you. And, so for the lady a couple cubicles down who is a Scentsy rep and is like, burning, fragrance oils all day long, and there's a haze of, lavender and whatever above her desk, for all those people, you got to be careful. We have and Scott knows this, here in Damn Yankee headquarters, we have a rule about patchouli. I broken
the rule one time. I was the first one to do it.
Yeah. I am not allowed to make another patchouli product in the house. Because
Justin, do you remember the first year we did the first big year we did Christmas July, and Pete was part of it. I had picked Brad from Brad Shade for his birthday. Do you remember that? You probably was like, it was him. He got Dirty Hippie.
Yeah, Dirty Hippie. Yeah, now that's
I remember Dirty Hippie.
That's kind of where it started, and ever since then, Mrs. Yankee is very. She's made it very clear her take on patchouli, and it's not good. It's not good.
We got a $5 donation from my brother Bearded Joey Hookham. Nice shirt, JC Marr.
Nice.
I'm a Knowles fan. God family Knowles.
That's cool, guys. I've been keeping this up here because not only does this help the channel, it helps you save money. If anybody's making a purchase, there's the website, Damn Yankee Beard, and it also gives you a 20% discount, BTWS20. And this is an ongoing discount. It doesn't last 24 hours or whatever. This is
worth every penny.
I you mentioned the website, and I got to tell you, because this just happened before we went live, right? So I was working until about 20 minutes ago, and just walked in the door. So earlier this afternoon, I created pipe dream on the website, but I shoved it all the way down to the bottom, right? So you would have to really dig to find it, this afternoon. Somebody did, by the way, which made me laugh. I'm going to give them a bonus based on that. But anyway, so I pulled it up to the top, and then I went on to the internet to make sure that it was live on the actual site and it was looking good. And so I Googled my own company. I Googled Damn Yankee Beard, and the first listing that came up was Fable. and I was like, man, I've got to work on my SEO or something. I got to work on my listings on Google, because Colin came up before I did, and I was searching for me, which made me laugh. But
he is a wizard. He is a wizard, man.
He's also the SEO wizard, because his
that's cool. So guys, Chad Straza
made me laugh.
Be ready. That's all I'm saying. I want to see it. You better bring it. That's all I'm saying.
The permit was awesome, by the way.
Yes. Just keep bringing it. Keep bringing it. Guys, we're gonna dive into this here. Damn Yankee Beer Company. It is no secret. I am a big fan, 100% in on this company. I truly believe in anything and everything that Pete and Mrs. Yankee are bringing to the table, including their awesome freaking candles, which I have in the barbershop set. I recommend. And what's in beer tonight, gentlemen? Barbershop butter. How about you guys?
I got pipe dream.
Nice.
I'm living the dream.
I guess I should have thought this through, because I'm having an off day today. I didn't use any product at all today.
That's okay. So you can take a break every once in a while. That's all right.
I like one day a week. I try not to use any product, just because I don't know. I find myself using beard wash more and more than I used to, just because I'm constantly kind of in the process of testing and doing other things. And So I find myself having a lot of stuff just sitting in my beard. So I've been washing more than I normally would.
Sneak peek, everybody. That's all you get. Bam, bam. See, you saw it for the first time. That's all we're going to say. But anyway, we're going to dive into this, everybody. The release we've all been waiting to talk about. Damn Yankees Pipe Dream. Nice label. Should pull your bottle up. My focus is crappy.
Okay. A little bit.
Nice label. The dude's like, heck yeah, man. Pipe Dream. So, tobacco, sweet orange, vanilla. I'm going to go ahead and show you. I am underneath the label. That's how much I've been using this since I've gotten it.
I'm close to that.
Yeah. I'm
right at the label.
About there on the label. Where's my thumb? Right about there. So I've been using this quite a bit.
And I will admit, when I put it in, I'm putting probably more than I need to because I really want that scent to last for a while. I love it.
Bro, oh, look at this. Bearded Tap Matt's got the Bronze Age. What do y'all know about the Bronze Age? You don't know nothing about that.
Oh,
nice.
Y'all know nothing about that. All right.
Going back to summer 2020.
That's right. Pipe tobacco and orange creamsicle. Just think about it for a second. When you think about this, when I first thought about it, the first thing that comes to my mind is I'm not making fun of this. It's just the first thing I thought of. A sugar-free ice cream bar because they have that specific scent or flavor, if you know what I mean. Mixed with this, I didn't know if it was going to work. I said, you got to try it. When you smell this in the bottle, it smells exactly like what you just read. Pipe tobacco, sweet orange, and vanilla. It smells just like it. When you put this in your hands and you warm it up in beer, you get the pipe tobacco spices. The sweet orange is right behind it. It dies down a good bit, but it's still there. The vanilla rounds it all together. There's another company that's made something like this before. I usually don't name companies, but I'm just saying it. Miners Beer Company made this. It's completely different. If you use that one, this one is completely different right here. This, I'm calling it, Pete. This is a game changer for 2021.
Oh, nice.
I'm putting this right here at the top of the scents as of right now for 2021.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm telling companies that are watching this, bring it. Show me something. Because this is already in my top 3. And I don't even have 3 scents yet for 2021. This is going to be hard to compete with because it's sweet, it's fresh and sweet with the citrusy and the vanilla. And it's got that manly spice. It's not Cuban tobacco, but it's pipe tobacco. It's got a little bit of spice to it.
Yeah.
It's manly. It's fruit and sweet all in one. Give this a try. Everybody watching, give this a try. I guarantee anyone who's a pipe tobacco fan, you're going to smell 2 completely different scents, and you're going to say, Scott, you were right. And I want everyone to send me that message. You were right. Because no woman ever wants to say that to a man. Proven fact.
Yeah.
Yes, and that is exactly what Pete does when he brings something out. When you get a scent from Damn Yankee Beer Company, you smell everything that is in it. It's not just blended together and smells like mush like some companies do. And that's been his number one objective ever since he started products. I'm proud of you for doing this because it's simple, but you made it complex with 3 things.
Yeah, I love that level of commitment, though. Did you see that in his profile picture, Russ was wearing the hat?
Yeah.
That's the kind of level of commitment that I need. Like, I need you wearing my gear so much that it's actually in your profile picture on social media. That's awesome.
I feel like we let him down now.
So, here's the thing, and it's no secret that Damn Yankee has a boatload of tobacco scents. I didn't plan it that way. I don't actually smoke, which is the funniest thing. I've never smoked I've never smoked tobacco anyway, but that's a different story. And I went to college for music. What do you want from me? But
he's a musician. He's one of those. Oh my. Oh,
so, I don't even know how many tobacco scents we have. It's probably 6 or 7. It's a lot, and I didn't set out for it to be like that, but the thing is, a lot of beer companies will probably agree that pipe tobacco as a scent is super versatile. I mean, you can do a ton of stuff. The CTV that you like, the tobacco's way at the back. This one, it's right in the front. Cavendish, which is another tobacco scent we do, it's front and center. So it's super versatile. And I wasn't going to do another tobacco scent just because I didn't want to be pigeonholed as, Damn Yankee's great. They do great tobacco scents, but kind of a one-trick pony, right? I didn't want to be that thing. And then I stumbled across this profile, and I made it a couple of times, and I was like, okay, wow, yeah. And so I didn't necessarily want to release another tobacco scent, but this one I thought was too good not to. So
Damn right.
I hope that people enjoy it. That's at the end of the day. It really isn't about what I like. It's just about what people like and what makes them excited about putting stuff in their beard. And let's be honest, I mean, if it's something you daily, just kind of a utilitarian part of your day that you may not even think about. And so for all the people who are putting stuff
Talk
in their
about
beard every day.
dedication, Pete. Talk about dedication.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice. That just means you've got 10% more, of room. You see it as 90% full. I see it as 10% empty. That's what I see.
It's a nice plug.
No, that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. And, and it's worth noting too, and Scott knows this very well, that Damn Yankee is 100% customer funded, right? So like the first year or so, I was out of pocket with it. And about a year and a half in, it started paying for itself. The end of 2020 just got to the point where I was, paying a bill or two with it. But Damn Yankee exists entirely because of the customers, and I couldn't be more grateful, honestly.
Because of you all.
Yeah. So, I hope one day, to make Damn Yankee my ride or die. This is what I do for a living. This is kind of my retirement plan. I can't do it yet, which is why I'm. Oh, look at that!
I'm reading Russ's comment. My hat is better than any other Damn Yankee Beer Company hat out there. Let me guess, Pete signed it.
Russ did ask me to sign it, which I felt really weird about, because on the one hand I was like, wow, that's really cool. On the other hand, it's like I'm just like some random guy from Fort Worth, Texas. Like I'm literally nobody, and I was happy to do it, and it made me kind of laugh, and I was happy to do it, and I'm glad.
I got it beat. I got you beat, Russ. I got it. You cannot beat this. I have access to footage of Pete singing Purple Rain in your face, in your face, in your face. You ain't got nothing. You got nothing on that.
I passed a really sad milestone. I've been playing music for coming up on 40 years. It's been a while, and I passed a sad milestone this past week. It has been officially now a year since I've performed anywhere, which is a real bummer.
You got me beat. I've been, you know what? Here any day now will be 4 since I've done it. Yeah.
Well, that's the difference between you and me. You had a real career. I mean, I'm sitting around, playing the Dallas area doing like Matchbox 20 covers. You had a real career,
Not really. I call myself a weekend warrior like you.
Well, let me put it to you this way. One of us in this stream has shared the stage with Evanescence.
Close. I had it. I just couldn't commit to selling $4,000 worth of tickets in 30 days.
Well, you know what? Hopefully it's looking up though. So just this afternoon, I had my second COVID vaccination. So if I get a little squirrely by the end of the stream, it's only because my immune response is kicking in. But I've now officially had my second shot, which kind of makes me feel like Superman a little bit. But so we'll see. Hopefully it's turning around.
Hey, we got Aaron Giovinazio.
Yeah.
He said, hey, got the Presidio. I love it. Thanks so much. I still have to write a review for you guys. Dude, there's no rush, man. Whenever you get that, man, I'm glad you like it. That's what's important. Pete, any plans for new shirts or whenever the extra large will be available?
So the only XL shirts that I currently have available are hanging in my closet. I've got a couple of them because that's my size. I would love to do some more shirts by the end of the year. They're super expensive to do, and it's no secret that Damn Yankee does not have. We have a finite resources. I'll put it like this: if I'm going to spend money on Damn Yankee, I would rather it be on product than on merch for now.
An easy way to do it, an easy way for anybody to make get shirts available, because I had to do it in my music days, pre-order. Basically what you do is you put your design up. Let's just say it's Damn Yankee Beer Company, bam, 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 bam. Pre-order it, and then the money pays for it, so to say, and then just do it that way, because I've done it tons and tons and tons of times. But the people who order, keep in mind, they are being made after you pay for them. Chill. Oh, wait a minute. That's the perfect comment right there. Right there. Pete, you're the man. There you go.
You're the man.
You're the man. All right, so we've already heard me blab about this set. Your turn, Justin.
All right. Pipe Dream. I'll be honest with you. The first time I heard Scott talk about it, I was like, that's going to be terrible. I didn't know how you could put orange creamsicle with tobacco and that was going to work. I'm like, I'm just not going to like this. I knew he was going to bring it in. I was going to get a chance to smell it. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'd give it a shot. And I think I even told him when he gave it to him, like, I don't think I'm going to like this. And I put it in my hand and opened it up. And within like seconds, I was like, oh, I'm totally wrong. I'm totally wrong. I have no idea how he managed to hit this that far out of the park. But that scent comes together so well. I would have never, that wouldn't even cross my mind. Tobacco with a creamsicle. Because that's what I was expecting. But the way, like I said, Pete mixed it, you don't get any creamsicle out of this whatsoever. It's the citrus with tobacco, and then the vanilla rounds it. You're almost tobacco vanilla with citrus scent, because when it comes out, it's almost like that cologne tobacco vanilla, which that's the first scent that turned me on tobacco scents was tobacco vanilla. But somehow you managed to mix that orange in with it just right, where it completely changes the whole structure of the scent, but keeps that cologne-esque, almost, I'd say cologne-esque type scent to it, where if whoever's around you is going to love it. If they smell, my wife, she doesn't like tobacco scents. She wasn't even a big fan of tobacco vanilla. I loved it, but she loves this one because of the way it rounds out. It's awesome. This is, like you said,
the scent
game
changer.
changer.
Russ.
And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. If the ladies don't like it, then there's no point. Right?
Exactly.
It's true.
Going back, I think it's the vanilla. It's so that if you look up vanilla fragrance oils on the internet, it will blow up your phone, the number of results that you get. But here's the thing: I've tried dozens of them over the years, and they all smell like a birthday cake or something like that, and super phony.
Yep. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, and so the difference is, so Pipe Dream, the pipe tobacco is a fragrance oil. There is a naturally derived tobacco oil that I've used before.
Tobacco Absolute.
Yeah, Tobacco Absolute. This is a fragrance oil. The orange is an essential oil. The reason I love orange essential oil is because it smells exactly like you've just ripped open an orange, and it's that fresh kind of citrus burst it's all in the oil. But so and I think I mentioned this last time, that so strictly speaking, there's no such thing as vanilla essential oil, right? You can't cold press it the way you would a citrus fruit. You can't steam distill it the way you would cedar. Because if you steam distill vanilla, it destroys the scent. I'm gonna get all sciencey here on y'all, but the scent molecule, the particles, the little doodads that where the scent lives, are too fragile. I could see you, right? They're too fragile to be steam distilled. So what they do, my degree's in music, not in science, so you can all kiss it. So they use a chemical extraction process. That's the only way to get it out. So the long story short is that what I use is technically called vanilla oleoresin. It's natural vanilla. And it's extracted in such a way that you get that natural vanilla smell, right? Have you ever smelled like vanilla, like extract that's got kind of an alcohol smell, right? Yep. Like if you're making I don't know, I'm in the South, so we make pecan pies and other stuff, but it's got an alcohol smell or like a bourbon smell to it. This is a really natural vanilla smell that's not over sweet. So I think that's what really sets this one apart.
I will say this. Because Justin has used this as well. You're familiar with this. If you guys are a fan of Port Isabel with the orange and black pepper, think of that with tobacco spices with the creamsicle. It's almost as if this is in there without you doing it.
Mm.
It almost does. I was thinking about that the other day. You kind of already have it in there without
Port Isabel and Pipe Dream share the same oil, the same orange essential oil.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what I've always thought. I've thought that ever since I got it. I was like, this is like Port Isabel with like a badass kick to it. I like it.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad.
I do. I've been a big fan of Port Isabel. You knew that.
Yeah. I would love to get the word out about Port Isabel more. I probably need to do a better job of pushing co-wash. It's just, I just got to get the word out. There are a few people that I think are kind of fans of it, but the base of that it's a pretty good base.
I know one who is Devin. Devin,
nice.
Devin Beer Co. loves Port Isabel.
Well, and I'll have to send him one of these when it comes closer to the time. But the summer scent that I sent that's excellent as a co-wash.
Pura Vida has Devin's name on it. Devin, I'm calling you out right now on camera in front of Pete. You will be testing this out, the scent, and he's more than likely going to be making this in a beard oil. I expect you to be reviewing this. Because this is going to be your
that wash you brought in. Yeah, that's nice. That is really nice.
Yes.
So fun fact, I'm like probably a couple of days away from running out of plastic bottles.
Yep.
And so I am probably by the end of the week going to be transitioning to those aluminum bottles. Some of you guys may know I've posted a little bit about it. So it's one of those things where, if you're a religious person, sometimes God will just put stuff on your heart and you just kind of run with it. And at the end of the year, I started realizing that I was buying a ton of plastic, right? I'm buying plastic jars, plastic bottles, plastic this and that. And it all winds up contributing to the giant trash pile that we all live on. And
Earth?
And that sounded worse than I meant it, but so I sat down and thought about, well, how can I get rid of all the plastic that I buy and still have the product. So pretty soon, by the end of the week, we'll be transitioning. So Iron Lion, which is the beard wash, there you go. Eraser, which I'm actually thinking about getting rid of, if I'm being honest. And
Stone. You can't get rid of that. This is like my go-to stripping thing, dude.
Yeah, but nobody buys it. I get
but I need the supplier's phone number then. You're going to have to do one or the other, man.
All right. Plus, I'm about to take that profile and give it a little twist and call it something different.
Okay, all right, okay. There are exceptions to the rule, but I still need the supplier's number. You got to do something, man.
So I'm going to take sometime during the summer. I'm going to take the scent profile for Eraser, which is peppermint tea tree, and I'm going to add a little bit of cannabis.
Oh God!
And we're going to call it Hippie Hollow.
I fucking knew it.
So
Hippie Hollow.
Hippie Hollow is the only state-sanctioned nude beach in the state of Texas. It's outside of Austin. If you know where it's at, you know where it's at. But there is actually a nude beach in Texas, and it's called Hippie Hollow. It's a state park, actually. But there you go. There is a clothing optional state park in the state of Texas, y'all.
Oh my! It's a state park, and it's a nude.
Now, okay, so the reality versus what you're thinking are not the same.
Justin, you see it?
Yeah, mostly if you go down there, mostly it's guys like me. They're like 50-something years old, you know, with big guts and, you know, hair on their back. That's what Hippie Hollow is. You're expecting it to be like, you know, Cinemax at 2:30 in the morning, but it's more like, you know, it's more like Home Depot at 2 in the afternoon.
I'm picturing everybody loves Raymond when Frank shows his sons to the group in the sauna room. That's what I'm picturing, you know, but just sitting down like in dirt. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just kind of stuck on the fact that Pete had a very detailed explanation of what it is down there. I'm taking that he's been there.
I went to University of Texas, so you know, if you live in Austin, you know about Hippie Hollow. And you know, it's
you're a Longhorn as well.
I went there for my first.
What's wrong with you?
Until I changed majors. Hey, Austin's a great town. Austin is one of the great music towns in this world, and it's just a super. It's probably not that way now. I haven't lived there for 30 years, but it's probably a little more corporate now than it used to be. But when I was down there at the end of the 80s, it was still, there were still a lot of us that were hanging on to the 70s. What's that?
I played Austin, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. Okay, I did play Austin. I had to think about it. I did 4 in a row. Really? Who is this? Is this a relative of yours?
That's my son.
I knew it. I had a feeling it was because I was like, Cardin. I said, that's got to be his son.
Yeah, he's a cute ball.
He's 12. And he has.
I'm reading this comments and I'm just cracking up. I'm like, you get some hair on you first, but away.
You know what? we'll shoot for him. You know, when hopefully he has something here in a few years. So
I was about to say a beard at 12. That's impressive.
He ain't there yet. But I'll tell you what, if he takes after me, he's gonna start growing facial hair for too long.
Yeah.
I really hope that everybody who's watching this, or if you do watch this, please consider giving this a try. And I mean it, because I put this at the top for the year already. And I truly, truly mean that, because I'm becoming more and more of a fan of citrusy scents now. And this one is taking me further into that because it's in there, but also, you know, I love my tobacco scents.
Yeah. The
best of both worlds right here.
Yep.
Okay.
I love this. Money.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wasn't when I first got into the beard oils and scents and stuff like that. Tobacco wasn't what I wasn't into that very much, because I just didn't think that kind of scent was really gonna work with me, and I didn't think my wife was gonna like it. So I just kind of stayed away from, and slowly got into it. The tobacco vanilla was the first one I got into, and then of course she introduced me to the Yankee here, and at the beginning I was like, man, these scents I'm not sure I'm going to be into. A lot of tobacco scents. I was like, I'm not sure about these, but slowly and surely Pete has been winning me over more and more and more to this is one of my top companies. That is my go-to company. If I want a scent I know I'm going to like, I'm going to Yankee. I'm going to Pete.
That actually is stirring the pot there because I'm going to Pete. Justin's going to be contacting you for a custom set here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got some ideas. I mean, well, should I say it, Scott?
Go ahead.
Do it.
I instead of, but Southern Bastard. That's mine. I ain't trying to see my own horn, but I know that's went well for Lux out there, and that was a good one. I still wear that to this day. So man, just saying. But no, Pipe Dream. Pete went out on, in my opinion, Pete went out on a limb to put these two together. Or Miss Yankee, these Presidio and Pipe Dream are unique in the idea of the sense he went after. Like Scott said, go show me something. Well, Pete did. He's shown more than something. As he has set the standard, like I said, for 2021, that you're going to have to come with some unique stuff. The typical, I mean, these are simple. They're not a lot in there, but they're so unique that the profile is complex. How you did that with beard oil, I have no idea. Almost like an artwork. You took something so simple for scent profiles in this one, and it smells like you've got 15 or 20. You got 3 in this one, and it smells like almost an orange cologne. It's awesome. I don't know how you did it, but you nailed it, man. And you got to get a hold of these. You're not going to be disappointed, and I don't think anybody around you is going to be disappointed either.
Hey, is this available in butter and everything else as well? I never actually
butter, oil, balm. If you sweet talk me, I could even make you a wash or a co-wash.
Oh, that is so happening. That is so happening.
Bearded Billy, by the way, before we go any further, Bearded Billy, believe it or not, that is already in the works. I don't know if you saw his comment.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll be waiting on that one.
Do it a whole lot just yet, but a guy that you all know and I have been talking about that. So
does the name start with an A?
No.
I'm surprised. I thought somebody else.
Only if you're saying it wrong.
Oh.
But so yeah, that is in the works. And you know what I was going to mention earlier, I didn't know, I did not know that miners had the same profile. Unfortunately, I don't get to try a lot of other companies' stuff like the way I want to, for 2 reasons. Number one, I don't have infinite monies, and secondly, because I normally stay pretty busy testing my own stuff. You know, for each scent profile that we release, I lie to you not, there are probably 15 that don't make the cut.
Yeah, that is true, because I've had a handful that we haven't put out. I can say that. Guys, I want to talk about prices real quick, just so you know. Let me switch back to StreamYard screen. If you don't know already, we were Brian from Beards and Banjos about a month ago released Sterling, which is Pete's new carrier oil blend that caters to gray beards and such. And also, Justin will be testing that out for himself. So, Pete, this will be passed on to Justin tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
For feedback.
Okay.
And
got some gray in there.
It works. I don't think I've even told Pete. This does work very, very well for me. And I will say this on camera. This has attested, I don't really need to use beard butter anymore as long as I use Sterling's oil blend. And I'm really serious about that. This works very, very well.
Yeah.
So I'm passing this on to Justin tomorrow. He's going to start using this, and he wants to find out if this does work for him, what I just said. So be on the lookout for his feedback. But let's get to the pricing. Original blend, which is jojoba, sweet almond, argan, coconut, and broccoli seed oil for the oil. That oil is $16.99. The Sterling blend, which we just talked about, is argan, kukui nut, broccoli, and castor oil is $17.99 for a 1 ounce oil. If you want to purchase a 2 ounce butter, which is in the original blend, just so in case you're wondering, it is $11.99, which is super duper cheap for a 2 ounce butter. If you want to get the original blend combo, it's $26.99. If you want to get the sterling blend, it's $27.99.
Yeah.
A 1 ounce balm is $10. And an oil and balm combo is $24.99. And the sample dram is $2.99. And the sterling is $3.99. And Pete said, if you sweet talk him, he may make you a wash or a co-wash. I already know Justin's going to.
I got to get that.
You know, I don't remember trying Pipe Dream as a co-wash, but it probably works really well as a co-wash.
I guarantee it. Oh man.
Something I wanted to mention. So when we released Presidio, I don't know about 3 weeks ago, is whenever Texas was iced in, which doesn't happen much, but I did not do a great job of mentioning that. So when you get the combos, when we're saying original blend, when we're saying sterling blend, that's just the beard oil.
Right.
The butter is still going to be the original carrier oil blend, which is jojoba, argan, coconut, broccoli seed, and sweet almond.
Yeah.
And the reason I got this question a couple times this week. I don't think there's going to be a sterling butter, and the reason it would be super easy to do. I'm just saying that I don't think anybody's going to need it, right? So you can see, I mean, my beard is probably 80-90% gray, super dry, right? I've got hay beard bad most of the time, and I made sterling back in, I think, November.
Yeah.
I haven't used butter once since November.
What's that tell you?
And honestly, my beard has never felt better. So I don't miss it at all. So I don't think there's going to be a sterling butter, not that I don't want people to have it. It's just, I don't even think it's necessary. I really don't.
Right there. That's from a gray bearded guy right there.
Oh,
nice.
Yep.
What's that tell you right there?
Well, cool.
I think the butter would almost defeat the purpose of it.
Yes, I was trying to figure out how to say that.
To get away from the butter. So if you made a butter with it, you're kind of, it's almost like an oxymoron.
And and this is one thing I noticed earlier too this week is that I have to use. I've got a fairly long beard. I don't know if you can see, but I have to use a lot less oil when it's sterling than the original blend.
I can agree with that. And
the way that I found that out, it was because, the first few times I used it, I used the same amount that I would always use. And it just kind of just went, and all the fullness and thickness went away. And it just kind of was all flat and gross because there's just too much stuff in it. And so what I've come to realize is that, especially if you have a long beard, if you're using sterling, you probably won't need to use the same amount that you normally would. I'm also coming to the realization that you may not need to use sterling on a day that you're co-washing, right? For that same reason. It's just, I don't know. I honestly don't know what it is about this blend. And again, all props go to, Kansas City Dave, that bearded guy, Casey. He's the one that really drove this whole thing. I'd never heard of kukui nut oil until he turned me on to it like in November. And it is, to me, it's a game changer, right? I did not set out to come out with a new carrier oil blend. I was not interested. And I went ahead and made this. I tried it. It worked great. I'm like, okay, we got to do something because this really helped me. And then, castor is something that I don't normally use.
Nice.
Oh, thanks, Mo. I don't normally use castor because I don't like the kind of stickiness of it.
Yeah, castor is, in all honesty, it's hit and miss with it's either you like it or you don't. There's really no in between because it does make your beard oil fairly thick for the most part, just depending on how much is added in the blend. But a lot of people don't like it. They don't.
Sterling is about 10% castor oil.
Okay, that's good.
Just a splash.
Now, Pete, do you make the sterling blends a stronger scent, being that you don't intend for people to use as much oil?
I do make the scents a little bit stronger, but not for that reason. The reason is because broccoli seed oil and kukui nut oil kind of have a natural stank to them.
Yeah, they do.
And so it takes a little bit more to get over on top of that, right? So like jojoba oil, the jojoba oil that I use is refined. Coconut oil doesn't smell like anything. Sweet almond oil doesn't smell like anything. So it's easy to get a scent over that. This one was a little bit more challenging, and you know, makers who are out there watching this or listening to it. That's a great question. I'll get to that here in just a second. Is it Carden?
It's good. It's Camden, but
Camden. Okay, sorry.
I guess that's his screen name. I don't know.
He's Carden, man. He's Carden. That's his
Go with Carden. Go with Carden. I like it.
That's a cool name. Well, they're both cool names. What was so you've got to be careful, right? Especially when you're using essential oils. To keep it skin safe, you have to stay below a certain concentration.
Yeah.
And generally that concentration is in single digits, right? So you've got to be really careful that you're making something that's safe for people. And the problem is, there are times where you can kind of get right at that limit of skin safety, but it doesn't quite get rid of the natural stank of the oils, right? And broccoli seed is one of those. But so to answer Carden's question, yeah, we've got some more stuff coming. Scott doesn't have these yet, but I'm probably going to be sending these pretty soon. We got one coming that is called Mega Macho. Mega Macho.
Estrada, pay attention.
Oh yeah. Mega Macho. I was entertained by the idea of making a scent that was all bass notes, right? That had like literally no top notes whatsoever. So it's like it's cedar and leather and cigar, and it's just like this big of just
Mrs. Mars in here.
Definitely my better
half. So Mega Macho is coming. We're going to be doing a limited release sometime in the summer called 67. And that's 67 is
Big Jet Strauss. Does he get royalties? First, awesome.
So Mega Macho, Mega Macho, I kind of ripped the label off a little bit. So, you know, here in Texas, we have a fairly large Hispanic contingent, and there's a nutritional supplement down here called Super Macho. And Super Macho is one of those like drugstore kind of things that you would buy if you were planning a big weekend of events. That's about the most delicate way I can say that. And it contains ground up Rocky Mountain oysters is the best way to say that.
All right.
So so I kind of ripped the label off of that, but it made me laugh. I was like, what if we made a scent that's all bass notes? What would happen? And that's what that is.
Okay. The new scent's coming out. Is any of them have tobacco in
them? No.
What's the 67 we're talking about here?
Okay, so this is a reference that only certain people watching this are going to understand. So if you've ever walked into a head shop, do you know what a head shop is?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm lost. I don't know.
A head shop is where you would go to buy accessories if you partake in a certain herb.
I had
a feeling, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, if you hang out with Robert, you know.
Yeah. But when you walk into one of these places, there's a very distinct smell. It's very incensey, very it's got a very unique smell. Anyway, so I stumbled across a fragrance oil that smells exactly like that. It's incense and it's florals and it's all kinds of things.
It's not a J.C. Mars scent. I'll tell just by that. He's not a big floral fan.
So
Yeah,
it
not
doesn't
my
smell.
thing.
It doesn't smell like weed though. It smells like incense.
You know what? Hey, I will give Pete a chance though. I mean, he's made me a believer out of these. Anything Pete puts on the table, I am willing to at least give it a shot.
So 67 is going to be fun because it's the first time I've ever not used our logo on a product.
Oh,
I wanted to create a product where the label looks like it was made in 1967. Right. So it's got kind of psychedelic artwork. And so Summer of Love, summer was 1967 was the summer of love. And so it's incense and florals and a psychedelic label. And it kind of made me laugh to do it. And it was a lot of fun.
I got something in mind. I do.
Mm.
It's crazy for me to think to do this because actually I got something in mind, but I don't want to put all the ideas out on the internet right now in the community. I want it to be secret. I got an idea I've been wanting to do, and obviously I want you to make it. It would be our second collaboration, but it's going to be. I may have to ask other people for their input for it because
okay,
I want it to be done right. Actually, of all people, I'll tell you the story tomorrow, Justin. Brad would be the one that's going to have to. I want his input on it.
All right.
And I got a name for it. I'm like, what would this be? We'll talk about it when we close out here. As soon as I tell you, you'll be like, okay, I know, I get it. You both will be like, okay, I get it. I've had that idea for a while, but it's also sentimental to me and Brad as well. And I know he'd appreciate it, but I've been wanting to do it, and I want to do it with Pete.
Okay, yeah, I'm on board.
Okay, gentlemen, to all you 18 people that are in here, 16, whoever, thank you all for tuning in. It's that time. It's that time that everybody comes to live streams for. You know how I love calling this out to certain people. I really do. I don't care what you think of me. I'm looking right in my camera as I say it to you. We're doing giveaways now. That's what a lot of people come for, don't you? Or you have live streams and you promote the hell out of them for that reason. We don't do that here. We just do them because we like to do it. That's pretty much it. So anyhow, Justin, you got the first one. What do we give it away, Pete?
Oh, let's do. Let's just keep it simple. Let's do a pipe dream oil.
We'll do pipe dream oil.
Yeah.
How are we doing it, Justin?
This will be could be easy, could be hard, difficult. I don't know. It depends on who was paying attention. We discussed my son being in the live stream, and we know that his screen name is not his real name. What was his real name that I mentioned during the live stream? It was just a few minutes ago.
I'm watching the screen.
I didn't know about that minor.
All right.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
First one.
Oh, Devin got it.
Code's got it.
Yep.
Code
He
got
ain't
it.
be disappointed, man.
Nice.
KM or Code, you know the drill, homie. And do not pass this one on. I want your feedback on this.
Oh man, you're not gonna pass this on. This is one that I don't see. I don't see how anybody's gonna pass this on. I mean, I got a chance for the pipe dream, and I passed that. I do love the scent, but I'm more into the Pawpaw's chair, so I let that one go because I didn't figure I'd get it used before the scent went out. So I was like, all right, I got to part with one of these. I let pipe dream go, but this is one pipe dream. It's not going nowhere. This, I'm telling you, man, I can't get over because I got a chance to smell the Miner's Beard one, and they did a good job. It was nice, but you went somehow you created a completely different profile, in my opinion.
No, you're not allowed. I want your opinion on this.
I'm telling you, once he smells it, he's not giving it away.
I'm telling you, Devin.
You know what? And you bringing up the Miner's Beard Co. It's increasingly a problem. You know, there's so many companies that are in the mix now. It's hard not to duplicate somebody else's profile.
They made it a year and a half. They made it a year and a half ago. They did. It was good. I liked it. I put it in my top 10.
So I don't know those guys personally, but to minors, I did not know that product was out there. So
They're a good company. They're a good company. They are.
Now, see, me and Scott talk about this from time to time, and that's one of the key things. Like you said, there's a lot of companies out there, but you may have the same profile, but it's how you mix it.
That's right.
Because that's how you set yourself apart. And that's what Pete has done, is set himself apart by the way he mixes what he's looking for in his products, in his scents. You can have all the same stuff in there, but what you're looking for is what sets you apart.
Layers.
Well, you know, to me, the classic example of that. So we came out, you like CTV, right? So we came out with that in October of 2019. And at that time, I did not know about Corktown from Detroit Grooming.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I just ripped off somebody's profile, and I was kind of freaking out. So I bought some Corktown because I didn't want to be ripping off their profile.
Two completely different things.
Exactly.
It's completely different. I love Corktown. But yeah, no, they're completely different. So that kind of opened my eyes to the fact that you can have two scents that are the exact same profile that are completely different.
And you can't assume when you see other companies, like you're trying to figure out whether you want to buy such as an orange, vanilla, and tobacco.
Yeah.
And you haven't had minors before. You're looking at Pete's, and you're thinking, well, I've already had that and I don't like it. No, you can't do that. You have to have an opportunity to smell how did he mix it.
Yeah.
Because it completely comes off differently. And this is one of my favorite by far. And since I've started using beard oils, this is one of my favorite scents, probably top 3 or 5 since I've ever smelled in beard oil.
Well, thank you.
This is Coach Cam. This is his new number 1, remember?
Yep.
Coach Cam, how we work with, he said, this is it. This is my new number 1 right here.
Oh.
You set the bar high, Pete. I'm telling you, this right here, if anybody's going to try to beat this one for the year, they're going to have to bring it. This is special.
It's very, and I'm not trying to cause any drama I'm just companies. This is a very simple blend.
Exactly.
Very well layered. Show me something.
I'm gonna shock y'all. I know
3 cents in this thing. Show me something. That's all I'm saying.
And here's my thing. We're not trying to just, we love Pete, and Pete's products or they speak for themselves, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm being as real as I can be. I'm not a fan of the Port Isabel. I passed that on. I got that from Pete, and I passed it on to Scott because it wasn't for me. I'm like, I'm not crazy about that mix. So, but you turn around and bring something like this to the table, and you just shot it through the roof. So I mean, Pete stuff. There's certain things that I don't find, that's Pete that's for me. But what Pete brings to the table, what I find, man, it's 100% excellent to me.
Okay. I mean, that's really what it's all about. I mean, it's we don't have a ton of scents. I mean, I think total we have, including the seasonals, maybe 8 or 10. But if you don't find something that you like, just I come out with new stuff every 2-3 months and just give something a try. And like you said, Port Isabel, not for you, but you kept on with it, and so
And I fell in love with pretty much the rest of them. I mean, outside of Tobacco Bay Leaf, man, I love that one. That one's awesome.
I appreciate that. So it's one of those things, as there are so many companies in the game, and I mean, I include myself in that because I'm not exactly, we're still pretty new in the grand scheme of things. When we launched, just over 2.5 years ago, but it's really hard to do something that not everybody else is doing, and to do it in a way that's not weird. I mean, I've sent Scott some stuff. He didn't know quite what to make out of it, but
you laughed your ass off at my impression of Hippie Holiday, and I know you did. You were probably rolling. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah. Well, people forget. I'm not done using cannabis as a scent, by the way. People forget that at the end of the day, politics and everything else aside, it's just an herb. It's just a plant. And
it's the musician in him. That's what it's back to every time.
Yeah, but
the only
Yeah.
reason I was mentioning that, by the way, is just I just didn't want to feel like we were, people were just trying to prop this up. Now I'm giving my honest opinion of what I think of what Pete is bringing to the table. Like Hippie Holiday, I wasn't crazy about that one. That just wasn't for me. But again, I'm that's not my type of style. But what Pete, if I'm propping this up and I'm giving props to Pete, it's legit. I'm trying to be 100% with you guys.
Well, thank you.
Straight up.
Yeah, no, I mean, honesty is what it's all about, and you can't have an ego and do this, right?
Yes.
If I got my feelings hurt every time somebody didn't like a scent, I would probably just be over in the corner, balled up, and sucking my thumb. But you've got to, if you don't find what you like, keep trying stuff out and go with it from there. And we're just gonna. We put out some weird stuff in 2020. We put out some ones that didn't go great. I think we've put out, I was trying to think of this earlier, right? So we launched in June of 2018. Since that time, I've probably released 50 or 60 along those lines.
About 50, 60 of them.
And most of them were seasonal. Out of all of those, the one that did the worst was the one last fall that the PSL scent that we did, the pumpkin spice latte. Second to that was the one, Scott, you talk about not liking scents. I released one in the fall that Scott didn't like either, and that was glazed over, which was pineapple and clove.
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah, I dug it. I still like it, but nobody else really did. And so you just doing this, you can't have an ego. If it doesn't go, just get rid of it and move on.
But does that not open creative doors for you? Like if you see something like you like it, but the so-called the public didn't like it, it gives you ideas of what to work on, like maybe how to spring a door open later, or
it gives me an idea of what not to use again. Right?
Not put those two together.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is where it gets challenging, right? At the end of the day, you can only combine cedar and tobacco and these things so many ways.
Right.
So that's when you start looking at other stuff. And so it's difficult to do things that nobody else is doing without
that one, JC liked that one though. Homecoming.
Oh, yeah. That one,
fake oud, cedar, and
Yes,
spice.
that was nice. That was very nice.
Homecoming is cedar, pumpkin spice, and oud.
Fake oud.
Which sounds, I can't afford real oud, but it sounds like a really weird combo, but for some reason it worked.
It worked.
But you just got to get out there and try new things, and that peach and pipe tobacco, I can almost guarantee you by the summer you'll see something like that.
Oh man, I'm hyped for that one.
Yeah, that sounds really good already.
That is coming here for sure.
How many people are in here? 13. I don't make the rules here. How many more giveaways did you want to throw out, Pete?
Let's do one more, and I've got something that I want to do on this one.
Go for it. It's you.
Yeah, let's do another Pipe Dream beard oil, but for the giveaway, I want somebody to comment with a friend of theirs that's never tried anything from Damn Yankee. Right? Somebody who's never used us before ever. That'll be trying us for the first time.
All right. You pick the winner.
Oh, I can't see the comments. So
okay.
So
we'll have to
all right, so you're asking them to mention a friend that hasn't tried it or somebody who has that's in the live stream who hasn't had it.
I want them to comment with a friend of theirs, a bearded brother of theirs who's never used Yankee before.
So like, out, tag me.
So we're gonna get it to somebody for the first time.
A first-time Damn Yankee user. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Scott's depraved. He's never had it. Oh, yeah. Got one fellow here that says, Russ Young, my praise and worship leader, Don.
Okay, there you go.
I've never used you, Matthew Jensen. That's right. Matt's never used their products. That's right. I forgot about that. Fucking Brian.
Scott's never had it before
I
at all.
Typo. He meant to say depraved. Yeah, so you might be seeing a peach pipe tobacco collab.
Oh, we do have to make a small announcement just to get the ball rolling.
Joe playing reviewer.
What's that?
I didn't say anything.
You said something. I didn't catch it.
No.
I have to watch it back. Damn it! I gave Hippie Holiday for my next door neighbor. Oh, how nice! Awesome. Yeah, we'll have to make a nice little announcement. Since he's in here, damn Yankee is officially locked in for Christmas in July for 2021. People.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
So that's the first one announced for the year. We're going with 3 or 4 more.
You know, I can't guarantee that this year I'll be anywhere as exciting as I was last year. You know, when it went down last year, I was in Cancun. So I don't know. This year I could be in Peoria or somewhere. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, I do believe we set a record with a 60% off sale for 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
That was bananas.
Okay, no. So I got to tell you a story about that, right? So I try not to have, you know, like a giant ego. I try not to be that guy, but like if I remember right, I asked you who was given the biggest discount.
Yeah,
I wanted
you were texting me. You were driving, and you're like, I got it. And then when you didn't respond, I took that as okay. He's gonna do something monumental. He's driving home so he can get it on the website. I knew what he was doing. So
I'm not.
I had no idea what it was.
I'm not like a one-upsmanship kind of guy, but in that particular instance, I wanted to one up whoever was doing the biggest discount.
I have never seen, not counting clearance, but I have never seen a discount that big ever in the bearding community. I'm like, holy crap. I was like, holy crap.
I know I jumped on it, man. I was like, you can't pass that up.
That's better than a BOGO. Right?
There you go. The missus said we need a candle.
Okay.
It's happening. I'm gonna be getting a candle then.
As it happens here in the last week, I have picked up a new set of candles. So yeah, we have a new ceramic artist, right? So if you bought a Damn Yankee candle previously, we have a new ceramic artist. Okay, there's Gen 1. If you go back in my Instagram, I think I posted the other ones yesterday.
Yeah.
But so we've got a brand new. They're similar. I think these are a little bit cooler. They're a little bit more metal, but I think I've got 25 of those. So,
and keep this in mind, guys. For the most part, he makes these in just about every scent that's available on the Damn Yankee site that I know of.
Sweet.
But he's in the process of making his first candle only scent as well.
Oh yeah, no, it's up and running. Yeah,
it's up and running. Okay.
Oh yeah, the first candle only scent is called Sacred Smoke, and
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, brother. It's Palo Santo and sage. So it's woodsy, it's herby. It's nice. I mean, it's definitely masculine. There's nothing gender neutral about it. I mean, it's pretty masculine scent, but you know,
I got barbershop, but I got to get a CTV one as well. I got to.
Well, there you go. But
so
candle, the new gen candles are live. Amanda took those pictures, by the way. Mrs. Yankee took those pictures, so she's super talented.
I liked them. She did a good job. We didn't actually announce
Presidio and candle.
What's that?
Presidio and candle.
I'll have to update the website, but yeah, for sure.
I mean, I have to think about that one because that probably be a really good scent candle.
Yeah. We didn't actually say who's the second winner for the giveaway.
Oh, who was first to chime in?
Rush Young mentioned his worship pastor, and Matthew, I don't remember.
Matthew Jensen said he never used you. The
Yeah, he
first
said he
one,
never used you.
Russ
So.
Young,
But
his
Rush Young
worship.
was one ahead of him.
Okay. Both of you guys DM me. We'll make it happen.
All right, I'm writing these down.
Okay.
I'll always write them down.
No, I know Russ. So just shoot me a DM and we'll make it happen.
Matt Jensen, Russ Young. If you're watching, direct message Pete on Instagram, and he'll get you whatever the winning is. He didn't say, so there you go.
Let's do pipe dream oils for one and all.
Oh man, y'all lucked out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I can't get over this scent, man. Because like I got it in beard now, and it just keeps the aroma just keeps coming out.
It changes, man.
It's awesome, man. I would not have thought that you could have got this scent profile out of orange, vanilla, and tobacco. It just because in my mind that does not make sense. But daggone, is it good?
Well,
I put this at this is the bar setter for the year so far.
Oh yeah,
beat it, companies. Like I'm not. I know it looks like I'm being cocky, whatever. Beat it, people. I've tried thousands of beard oil scents. I can honestly say that because it's true. Show me something. 3 scents, and I've already put this at the top of the bar for 2021. Show me
what Pete has just opened up with 2021, not including what he's talking about bringing into the year, but what he opened up with Presidio, Pipe Dream, and the Sterling. The Sterling scent, man, that's a gentleman's cologne by far. That's old school gentleman, very class. What he brings on that one, and then Presidio. I mean, like I said, there's not a lot to them, but the scent profile, the way it develops, is so complex. I mean, it's impressive. It's super impressive.
Well, thank you. It's one of those things, and if you've ordered from me before, if you've seen me in live streams before, a real big thing for me is you need to be, in my opinion, you need to be able to smell each component individually, right? Otherwise, for me, what's the point of it being in there if you can't really make it out with all the other stuff? And this is one of those things like, you guys know Andy. Yeah. So, and he and I kind of differ on that a little bit. He's more of a symphony guy, whereas I'm more of a power trio kind of guy. But it's one of those things where, for me, the benchmark for me for a damn Yankee scent is, can I smell each component individually? That's the first thing I look for, and then the next thing I look for is it different enough from what's already out there? What is today? Tuesday. I would say no later than Monday. I'll try to get them out by the end of the week, though.
Yeah. So if I was going to say that by the end of the live stream, everybody just give Pete till Monday to get them out. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. No. Well, I got myself in a hole because we were frozen over here for like almost a week, and I just got caught up like at the end of last week. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good place now, but I was feeling it a couple of weeks ago. But
Cal Bizzle, if you're watching and you're looking to purchase, use my discount code BTWX20 at their website, which I'll plug it up here.
Yeah. And worth noting, and I'm sure a lot of Scott's viewers probably already know that code supports his channel directly, right? So it's a win-win. You guys get a discount, a pretty decent discount too, at that. And there it is. And that money goes directly to Scott's channel. And we're hoping.
I can honestly say this, and I'm saying this on camera, and I'm really there shouldn't be any shame to this because it's going directly back into the channel. I had a really nice affiliate month at the Christmas time, and I got to plug another one, Pete. Everyone wanted me to review Barden. I used my affiliate money and bought it, and it cost me almost $100. I did it for the purpose of the review. So
nothing wrong with that. I've heard nothing but amazing things about Barden.
Yeah,
Yeah, so what we're hoping is that if we can get that affiliate code going, that Scott can afford some sleeves for his shirts is what we're really going for.
Probably not because we VP's looking pretty good. I might as well keep it going. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna take you to the gun show.
Well, I mean,
Pew pew.
No, nothing wrong. I've heard nothing but amazing things about Barden. I've been meaning to buy Barden for a while, and I haven't gotten to it. But
I will tell you, man, without leaking out, pretty damn good.
yeah, please don't leak out.
Hey Pete.
Yeah.
Question on what you were mentioning when you mix your scents. You said you want to make sure you smell each scent profile you put in there, but then what are you looking for when you get the blend together? Are you looking to smell each one of them and then how they fit together, or how it fits, and then make sure you can smell each one of them after that?
It's both of those things, right? So to me, the benchmark is, can I smell each component individually, and then at the same time, can you also smell them like as a whole, right? And so one of the reasons that Damn Yankee scents are generally pretty simple is because I guess just not that skilled in mixing that stuff.
He's
because
so full of it, people.
I'm having
a hard time believing that one.
The biggest number of individual components I've ever put into one scent is 6. And that was a pain in the butt, and I'm never doing it again. But to me, I love scents. My favorite scents are 2 things. Those are my favorites. I make those for me just because it makes me laugh. But 2, 3, 4 things is kind of the wheelhouse, right, for me. So Port Isabel, orange and black pepper. To me, it's simple, it's clean. But
It
yeah,
works.
2, 3, 4 things is kind of what I do. And I know there's other companies out there, and there's very successful companies out there.
Hey, Mal, guys. Sorry to interrupt. We got a question from Matt.
Oh.
Since I get the pipe dream, what's the third best scents in your lineup? Oh, I'm going to say, my opinion, cedar, tobacco, vanilla, barbershop, Port Isabel. And keep in mind, I do have a collab, and I'm not going to tell you to buy that because I'd be biased if I did. So I got to X that one out. Cedar, tobacco, vanilla, barbershop, Port Isabel. Justin?
For me, number 2, got to be Paw Paul's Cherry. I love leather and tobacco together, man. That's straight up. That's just manliness. Third, man, I like tobacco bay leaf. It's a very fresh. To me, I get a citrusy kind of vibe out of it. But man, it's good. I love tobacco bay leaf.
And from the man himself?
Well, you're talking earlier about tobacco scents, and I run into this from time to time with people who, maybe just started their beer journey, and they hear tobacco and they think cigarette or they think cigar. And
that was me.
A lot of people are surprised when they find out that pipe tobacco is almost floral, right? Yeah. So a lot of people are surprised when they get a tobacco scent and it doesn't smell like a dirty ashtray. But for me, I think tobacco bay leaf is a great daily general use scent. Right. It doesn't blow my mind. It's not a game changer, but if you just want a scent that works day in, day out, I think that's the one, or possibly barbershop. Our barbershop is smells.
That's one of my next 2 I got to get.
Like old school Barbasol shaving cream. So it's got a little clean.
Matt, you're gonna love Paw Paul's Chair. Then he just said tobacco leather's his deal. You've got to get Paw Paul's Chair.
Yep, that's your one, Matt.
Oh man, that's so good.
Yeah. So to me, I think any of those that are in that core are they're classic, they're masculine. They're not trendy. There's nothing new or trendy about them, but they're just classic masculine scents that I hope the guys can wear day in, day out and enjoy. And really, to me, that's what it's all about. And we talked a little bit earlier about Sterling, which is the carrier oil blend.
Yeah, the question from Cal Bizzle.
Yeah.
He got in the chat late.
Yeah.
We'll let Pete answer that since he's checking.
Yeah, no, that's a great question because this is a very new thing. And I'm still trying to work out how to explain the difference on the website. But okay, so the original blend that we've always had is jojoba oil, argan oil, sweet almond oil, coconut oil, and broccoli seed oil. This new blend, Sterling, is argan oil, broccoli seed oil, kukui nut oil, and castor oil. So they share a couple of similar elements. The difference with Sterling is that you were getting a much more concentrated hit of argan oil and broccoli seed oil. Sterling, there's a very, very large percentage of that's argan oil, which is great for hair just in general. Not that I would know, but this hair here. So that's the main difference. And, so we marketed it as something for graybeards. But really, at the end of the day, what it is about is dry beards, right? And, I've seen a lot of reviews in the last couple of years where somebody will put an oil in and then, 3, 4, 5 hours down the road, it's, their beard's dry again or it's gone or whatever. The difference with Sterling that I've noticed just personally is that I'll put it in during the day, like mid-afternoon, and like the next morning, I'm still feeling that softness. So I can't explain.
Impressive.
I'm sure there's some science behind it, but it's just I was fortunate enough to stumble upon a blend that there you go, castor. I was fortunate enough to stumble on a blend that really does make a difference, and I had no intention of releasing another carrier oil blend, but this one worked well enough that I thought it would help some people, and at the end of the day, that's what I hope it does.
I'm looking forward to it because I don't necessarily have a lot of gray in my beard per se. I mean, it's getting there, but I got a very thick, bristly beard. It's super thick hair, and so I'm looking forward to using it and see if it makes it more pliable and softer to roll with. Look forward to it.
I hope it does, and I'm excited to hear how it works because this is a brand new thing. So
I'll be wearing this tomorrow. I'll bring it in tomorrow for you, so you'll be smelling it on me just as well.
Mr. Featherbeard there.
That's what it is. It's a feather beard. Stop hating on my Hardy's hat. I know it's what you were laughing at when I put it on.
Yes. Suddenly I want a cheeseburger.
True story. Mandy and I were sitting in there. We went to Hardy's, and typical me, if I tend to just be a moron out in public as much as I possibly can when it's the right time. And I looked at the cashier, and it was just young guy, fairly tall. And I said, "You got any more of them hats back there?" I said, "Let me have one." Just without a hesitation, I was like, "I want one. Let me have it." He went back. And he asked his manager, and he goes, "I think we can do that." He walked out, gave me a hat. I was like, "Hell yeah!" Man, he's looking at me like I'm the stupidest person in the world. And I said, "I got Hardy's hat."
You got a hat?
Yeah, why not?
Stupid or not, got a hat.
There you go.
If you all don't know about Hardy's, we can no longer be friends because in West Virginia, where Justin's from and where I was from, that was like the golden ticket back in the early 90s and 80s. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they closed it down and went away, we were pissed off. When I met my wife, and now I have 2 of them in my driving distance, hell to the freaking yeah, is all I'm going to say.
That's 2 Hardys, not 2 wives.
Oh, well,
Oh, I'm not allowed to have a second wife. Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, I'm not sure that we have Hardy's down here. I don't know.
You have a Carl's Jr.
Oh, yeah. Is that the same
thing?
The brother or the son company. I think it's the same food, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Well, we got the Carl's Jr. So
If you've had a Carl's Jr., you've had Hardee's, and it's amazing.
is that the place that puts like onion rings on everything?
Yeah, they do. They do
No,
with other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got one. We got one of those.
Still, one of my favorite cars of all time was the Hardy's car in Days of Thunder. The orange and blue. I have no idea, but I love that car.
Shut up, Russ Wheeler. You don't know nothing about Russ Wheeler. Shoot.
Oh man, I love that.
You don't know nothing about Russ Wheeler. What do you got on
Hardy's
gold?
for the win.
Are you going to drive the mellow yellow car or the pink Super Flow?
The mellow yellow car, yes. Super Flow.
You got to pick one or the other. I mean, we just got ourselves a sponsor, boys. That's all I'm saying. Y'all know nothing about Days of Thunder.
Yes.
I'll beat you. I'll race you. Best character of that whole movie was Robert Duvall because he was a hard ass. He was right. He just didn't care. It didn't matter. You do it my way. We will win. And they did. They won. And what they say at the end? We won. We won.
Yep.
Okay.
See, I love these chats with these two guys because Justin already knows they're getting ready to say, you've got to be ready. You could turn, bam, the conversation goes.
Keep up.
You never know where it's going.
Exactly. I want to put my final thoughts on Pipe Dream. I don't need to discuss with you all how much I like Damn Yankee, how much I believe in the company. And I've said it time and time again. This is the company I use the most. This is the company, and it's not because I'm getting paid to say it. This is the company that works for me. We had 3 giveaways, Main 26. You were late. Sorry about that, man. This is the company that works best for my beard. That's why I use it so much. There's really no other reason. I found a company that works for me very well. Everybody's company they're going to be different. I can guarantee it. Setting an example, Beer Justice may be the company for Justin. I can't say.
I do like that stuff.
But Pete makes the sense that I like. I'm not saying he caters to me, but his scent profiles, they work for me. They're the ones that I go to. Pretty much all of them for the most part. And I do kind of have a hand in the creativity because what do you think of this? What do you think of that idea? Well,
yeah,
that's awesome. I loved it. Means a lot to be a part of it. When he told me this, I was like Justin. I was like, I don't know, but in my head, I said it's gonna work. I was right. Pipe Dream. Right now, this is setting the bar for number 1 scent of 2021. It's going to take a lot to push this away because this is a scent that I'm going to use this entire bottle probably by the end of the month.
Yep. It'll be gone. This is one won't stick around.
Your thoughts, Mr. Marr?
I'll back up. I'll be honest with you. When I first got into Pete's stuff, I really wasn't, because I wasn't so close. I had the idea of tobacco as a cigarette scent instead of the pipe tobacco, like you said. So it took a while for me to warm up to Pete's stuff. And Scott kept bringing in, tell me about this, tell me about that, trying this, trying that. And eventually it just took over, man. Pete's stuff is by far become one of my favorites. I use a lot of his stuff on the daily between Tobacco Bay Leaf, Paul's Chair. I was using Pipe Balm for a while. This I'm going to use. It'll be out within the next couple months because I love it. The Presidio is unique. If you like woodsy scents, cabin type scents, like outdoors woodsy, you got to try Presidio. But man, this Pete stuff is on point. There's just no two ways about it. And Pipe Dream, that is, I don't even know how to explain it. I can't. It's to the point now I can't imagine anybody not liking this scent. I know there's going to be people that probably is not going to like it, but that's going to shock me because it covers such a rounded area of what you usually look for in a scent that you're going to put in your beard.
Yeah. Cal Bizzle, it's exactly what we're saying. It's pipe tobacco, sweet orange, and vanilla. It's pipe tobacco with a creamsicle. I can't explain the other way. It changes in your beard. It changes in your hand. It's a scent you're going to want to try. There's really no way I can say it.
I don't think dreamsicle with it. I don't get anything like that. I just because
I don't
said,
get that either. I just keep saying it because that's what people think of when they say.
I know in my mind that's what I thought it would come out. But like Pete mentioned that he thought trying to find that vanilla that's not over the top like cake.
Right.
He's got it, and that vanilla doesn't come out. I almost think about it. Like I said, there's because of the tobacco vanilla, it has a cologne-esque kind of profile to it, even kind of hangs like that.
Yeah.
But that orange citrusy makes it so fresh. And the oddball of it is you still even get this orange and tobacco mix in it also.
Yeah.
It's like all three of them mixed together, but yet separate. I don't know how you did it, man. This is phenomenal. I don't know how you did it.
I really want to hear Devin's take on this, and Russ Young, if you're still watching. Because I'm pretty sure you ordered this. If you didn't, I know you'll be getting it. Let me know. I want to know what you two think of this because I'm putting this at the top of the list right now, the bar setter for 2021, and I want to see what you all think about it. So if you're watching,
it's so funny because it's only 3 cents.
Yeah,
he just put 3 together and he just made this phenomenal profile.
Devin, when you get it, please give me the day you get it, message me, text me. I want to see you open it. I want on camera. So make sure you're free and I'm free. Don't open it. I want to see your face because I got to witness his face when he opened up 1912 and Cedar Tobacco Vanilla, and I have it on video. He was blown away by both of them. I want to see his face with this one because this is a scent up his alley and Pure Vita. I really want to smell that.
Yeah. Make sure you guys DM me on that as well. I will probably remember, but I'm getting up there in years now, so sometimes I forget. But it's one of those things that it's a weird profile, right? I was writing the description for the website earlier, and just like on the face of it, it's like, wow, that's kind of weird. And I'll be the first to admit it. On paper, it doesn't look like it would work. And I wouldn't have thought it was going to work.
I'll read it. I got it right here. Let me read it.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you're enjoying a dreamsicle. Sweet, tangy orange and smooth, creamy vanilla. Now imagine you're enjoying that dreamsicle with your Gramps, who's smoking his trademark pipe. Sound weird? We know. It sounded weird to us too.
That's awesome.
Sounded weird to us too. Then we tried this blend and we were blown away. We weren't going to release another tobacco scent this year, but Pipe Dream changed our plans. It's that good. Pick up Pipe Dream and our all-new Sterling blend if your beard is gray or extra dry. Smells like pipe tobacco, sweet orange, and vanilla, and its fragrance and essential oils combine.
Yeah,
and there's the allergy statement if anyone has any allergies.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, if you've got, we probably don't say this enough in the beard community.
I knew you're. That's right. That's right. You're sending it to Pastor Don.
Russ, just get his shipping information and send it to me, as I don't know Pastor Don personally, but we probably don't say this enough in the beard community, but you can make beard oil that people with nut allergies can use, right? So like, obviously there's some of them that are more obvious than others. I mean, argan's a nut, kukui's a nut, coconuts, of course. So, the best advice I can give people in general is that I'm almost always available online. I try to respond to people pretty quickly. So if you ever have questions about what's in it or just questions at all, feel free to DM through Instagram or email damnyankeebeard@gmail.com. Those both go straight to my phone.
That is true because I get messages from Pete throughout the night, and he knows usually I respond 2:30 in the morning when I wake up to go to work. So he knows the schedule.
I can't wait to get Brian's take on this one because I know how much he loves Pete's stuff. Brian, I'm very interested to see what he thinks of this.
There's a few people I want to see open this up. I want to see them open it up. Devin, I want to see Brian. I want to see Mo. I'm trying to think. CTV sets a high bar for Damn Yankee. You ain't lying, Brian. Flying Brian with the mullet. the wrestler, Flying Brian Pillman. Yeah, see, he's
Oh man,
up for that one. He did.
keep up.
I'm trying to think of other guys that I want to see open that up. I want to see Devin open it up. I want to see Brian, Mo. I
How's
know
that, Brian?
my mind's going blank. I'm trying to. Who the hell was it that I want to see open this up? Barbado Joe. I would love to see Barbado Joe open it up.
Yeah.
He's a tobacco connoisseur as well. I'd love to see his take on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you may be seeing some stuff coming out soon. No BS has Pipe Dream.
He can't even read. I mean, I tell him that from time to time, but just saying.
So yeah, we're just, at this point, it's still early on, so we're still getting the word out, and hopefully, I don't know that this is specifically a spring and summer set, but hopefully this is something that
this is a set that anybody can wear any day. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I love wearing this.
Because I honestly, my wife loves it. I think this is a good scent to for fellas to wear out on a date. If or be around, it's you can wear this in an office. I mean, because of I don't even know how to explain it, man. It's just it hits all points to me. I
like it. I really like this one. I think
yes.
you got. Well, I think you're sitting on something that you don't know how good it is. That's my.
I would agree with that.
I really appreciate the words. It's hard to know. I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, like 50 or 60 cents in. Some of them have crashed and burned spectacularly, and then some have done better than I expected. And there's really honestly no way to know.
We do have a limited, wink, wink, limited release coming very soon. That's all I'm going to tell you all. Limited release coming very soon. I think.
Peach tobacco.
I think our Patriots are going to appreciate it. I'll just say that. I'll just leave it at that. Guys, I want to continue chatting, but it's time for us to end this. Congratulations to Devin. Congratulations to Russ Young's pastor, and to Matt Jensen. You will be receiving your pipe dream here in the future. Anyone watching this, if you would like to save some money and help support the channel, use my affiliate discount code, which is BTWS20. You get 20% off, and any percentage that I would receive from that goes right back to this YouTube channel. Thank you to that guy right there for making an amazing scent. And
yes.
thank you to that guy who I will see here in about 6 hours.
Yes, sir.
For having your first live stream.
I appreciate you letting me on here, man.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Thank you very much.
Final thoughts from the master himself.
Oh, if you mean me, I don't know what you're talking about, but it's one of those things. And again, I mean, you never quite know. You put stuff out there and you don't know how it's going to do. And so the best advice I can give guys is, if this sounds like a weird profile to you, don't worry. It's not. It sounds like it won't work, but it actually does. And if you like any of those components individually, orange or vanilla or pipe tobacco, it should hit on all of those notes if guys like those. So, and look, at the end of the day, I don't love pouring 2 dram samples all day long. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but if you want to try it, you got enough to put in beer, give me $3 and I'll send you one and give it a try, see what you think. And I try to make it, I don't want to take guys to the cleaners, right, to get beard stuff. And I certainly don't want to make them buy a full bottle of oil if they're not sure on the scent. So if you're not sure, get a 2 dram sample. It's $3. I'll send it to you for free if you're in the US, and try it, see what you think. If you like it, great. If you don't, try something else. I'll send you something else for $3.
Super duper.
Yeah.
And it's more, his samples are more than enough.
Yeah.
You will know what you're getting.
Should get a few applications out of it, I would think. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to end it on that note, everybody. Everybody, try Pipe Dream. Let us know what you think about it.
Yeah.
Thank you to Justin for joining. Thank you for Pete for making and always supporting. We appreciate you.
Thank you too.
So much.
Okay.
Everyone have a good night. Keep on bearding
Thanks, guys.
Y'all have a good night, man.
Friday night with Chad Straza.